Okay, hello, me again. What's up? Thank you for watching. If you're watching, I hope everyone is doing great. I hope you're doing okay. If you're quarantining, self-isolating like you should be, hope you're okay. Hope your mental is okay, your family. I hope that you're all healthy. And thank you so much for watching. So today's video is going to be a Boxycharm unboxing slash try on. A lot of other YouTubers do this. I am by no means the first one. I love watching these videos though, and so I thought I would do one. I'm not sponsored by Boxycharm. I feel like that's pretty obvious, but I want to go ahead and say that I'm not sponsored by them at all. I do subscribe and pay for the service. I think it's a really great service. I think it's one of the better makeup subscription services out there. I've been doing it, I want to say like 4 or 5 months, maybe 6 at this point. I'm not really sure exactly when I signed up, but every box I've gotten I've loved, and now I'm doing YouTube, so I thought it would be fun to come on here and show what I get in my box and try it on and see how we like it, I guess. So anyway, I get the regular sized, just the normal standard box. I've already opened it. Couldn't resist, sorry, but I haven't tried anything out in here except one thing because I had to. So this is what it looks like on the inside. Yay. So it comes with a makeup eraser card for 20% off, which I'm so excited. I've always wanted to try the makeup eraser. I've never tried it before, so I'm going to order one now that I have this discount. Super hype about that. God bless Boxycharm. This is what the card looks like. It's called Festival Vibes. It would be festival season. So I think that's a really cute card. And actually this card like opens up, which I've never had one like that before. So that's cool. But the first thing in the box, which is the thing that I was talking about that I already tried, is the Elemis, I don't know how to say it, superfood cleansing foam. Let's just say that. Don't know how to say that part either. Sika Calm, I don't know. Anyway, it's just like a facial foam face wash, and I got this box like 2 days ago, and I've been using it since then. I do like it. Obviously, I cannot really form an opinion on it yet. I don't really see any difference in my skin that in a bad way, but I've only been using it for 2 days, so I'm going to keep using it. I love the foam though. I love foam cleansers, so I do really like that, and I think the packaging is also super cute, like that green. Oh, love it. So I did go ahead and use that, and I've been using it and liking it so far. All right, so the next thing in the box in order of what I'm using is the Benefit Professional Primer. This is such a popular product, and I've seen people using it for years, so it's nothing new, but I've actually never tried it before. I've never had a box. I'm literally opening this box for the first time, and wow, how cute is that? I've obviously heard of this primer, and I've heard very mixed reviews. Some people love it, some people absolutely hate it. I have pretty oily skin combination in some areas, so I'm hoping that I really like it, but we're gonna find out today. So I'm gonna go ahead. This is what it looks like. I love the like matte feel of it. I love the color. I've always loved the color of the Professional, and I feel like it does look different. I don't know if they changed the packaging or if I'm just like really behind, but you know how it works. It's a primer. I don't always use primers. I've already cleansed my face obviously and put on my moisturizer just like typical. But I'm going to use this as primer today, and I'm going to put this mainly just where, like, I don't really put primer over my whole face in general. I usually put it just where I get super oily, which is like my T-zone, and that's pretty much it. I don't really worry about like the perimeter of my face. So I'm just taking about that much. Initial thoughts when I squeeze it out, there's like this clear liquid that came out first, kind of like when you, this is really gross, but kind of like when you squeeze ketchup, if you don't shake it up first, and there's like clear stuff that comes out. Not that it was red and gross like ketchup, but there was like a little bit of an oily thing that came out first. So that's kind of alarming because it says it's oil free. But I am just going to be applying it. Ooh, it smells really good. And I'm just going to be applying it mainly on my nose. My nose always needs help. My chin, and then my forehead, and just a little bit across my cheeks, because not really, I don't really get oily here, but I just get really big pores. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in. It does feel really nice. It feels very smooth and silicone-y. It doesn't really feel anything like the normal primers I use. I will say I'm curious to see how it's going to, how my makeup's going to lay on it, but I do notice, let me get a mirror, I do notice, I feel like that my skin does look a little smoother, which is great. Yeah, I would definitely say it did something. Like, it looks smoother for sure. My pores do look, it just looks blurred. It looks more blurred. So cool. So I'm gonna do my base and do most of my makeup and then come back when it's time to use the rest of the products. But I will say the facial cleanser retails for $32, and then the Benefit is also $32. So right there, it's already more than the box, which is great. So I will be back. Okay, so I'm back with a pretty quick base. I'm sorry if the angle changed. I had to move my phone and put it back, so hopefully it looks similar, but I just did a really quick base. Nico's napping, so I'm trying to get this done while he is sleeping. So now I want to try out the next thing in the box. So these are the Lavish 5-piece neon eye brush collection, and they retail for $29.99. So that is cool. They are beautiful. I've never tried anything by this brand before, so this is going to be a first. But it looks like you get a little bit of everything. Like, you have a blending brush, or like precise brush, an angled one, and then this green one also has a spoolie on the other side, which is so exciting. I forgot about that. I'm going to use it to brush my eyebrows out real quick. I need a new spoolie terribly, so this is great. And it is nice. I will say too, the Benefit primer, I feel like definitely makes my skin look smoother than usual. Once I put the foundation on, I think it makes a big difference. My skin just overall looks smooth, and it usually does, but it looks smoother than usual. So we're gonna just go ahead and get right into it. I'm actually using this Living in Color eyeshadow palette. I don't know if Living in Color is the brand or if that's the name of the palette. Oh, Hank and Henry. I'm an idiot, okay? Like I said, I'm not a professional. Hank and Henry, Living in Color. This is what it looks like. And I wanted to try it out because I got it in another Boxycharm, I think maybe last month or the month before. And I've never really tried it. I've just played around with like swatching it and just a few shades. I probably will have to dip into another palette, maybe for like a transition shade or something in between, because it looks like there's just a lot of dark colors and a lot of shimmers and just like colorful colors. So real quick, I'm gonna just jump into the Classic Tarte and get me a transition shade. And I'm just gonna go with this one that I've used literally every other time right here. And I'm gonna take it on the neon pink one, and this is called the Tapered Blending Brush. And I'm just gonna pick up a good amount of that color. It's a transition shade, and I'm pretty sloppy with transition shades, but I'm light-handedly gonna go in and start blending it into the crease. So far, so good with the brush. I like it. It seems to be blending well. It picks up a good amount of color. I was a little worried because it felt a little thin, but seems to be doing good so far. I don't know if you can see, but it kind of just like glides the color right on. But it's nice because it's not too big and fluffy. It's still pretty precise. I honestly probably would have gone in with my other fluffier blending brush first. Actually, let me switch to that real quick. Not because the brush is bad, but just because this is a much fluffier one compared to this. See how this one's smaller and more precise? So I'm just gonna take this with just a little bit of additional color, just like 2 taps. And I'm just gonna kind of buff out that transition shade more up into the like upper part of my eye, just kind of everywhere, just to get it a little more buffed out. I guess I'm gonna take this orange here. It is called Prestige, I believe. So I'm gonna take that on that, ooh, that picked up a lot of color, on this brush. Extra tap off the excess. And I'm just gonna precisely go a little bit more into the crease with this. I think I'm gonna go for kind of a neutral look. I'm gonna try to kind of match my sleeves of my shirt here maybe, but I don't know. Could do something completely different. I have no idea. I always have a plan, and the plan always changes. But so far, this color is like applying really well. Again, the brush is picking up a good amount of color and pretty much depositing it all. I'm not really having issues with fallout, although I don't really mind fallout, to be honest. I feel like it's kind of inevitable. Then I'm gonna go in here with, I think I'm gonna start off with this chocolatey brown shade here. It is called Dragon Blood. Look at this, that's funny. It's like dragon blood, but it's drag gun blood. What? Am I missing something here? Like, I don't know, that's cool. I like this palette so far, and all the names are kind of like that. Like, they're all funny. Anyway, so I'm gonna take a little bit of that, and I think just to try out as many of these brushes as I can, I'm gonna take this blue one, and it is the eye shading, and I'm literally just gonna use this to apply the color, not necessarily blend it out, but I just want to get a feel for how these brushes like pick up shadow and deposit them, because sometimes they don't do that well. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna just try to focus it on like this outer V in the end of my eye here. Like I said, I am not a professional and I don't know these terms. So far it's doing really good. Oh my gosh, these brushes are nice. I don't know if it's just the brushes or if it's the eyeshadow and the brushes together. So now that I have that color on there, I'm kind of going to take the other side of the brush, like the side that I didn't pick up the brown on side, and I'm going to pick up, I'm just trying to use as many colors from this palette as I can as well. So I'm going to pick up this middle shade here. It's called Rosalinda, and I'm kind of going to put it a little bit over top the brown, but more so just kind of in the middle of the eye, but trying to blend it in with the brown at the same time. They're kind of similar shades, but one is definitely more of like a maroon and one is more of like a chocolatey brown, but they're both beautiful and applying really nicely. These mattes are incredible. Like, they are so good so far. I'm gonna take that pink again and just kind of blend out the edges up into the crease. I just kind of go back and forth depending on what I feel like I need more of as I start to blend out the look, because obviously some things will just blend away pretty naturally. Okay, so now I'm going to take, this is probably the last shade I'm going to use, and I'm going to take this shimmery, bronzy, goldish color called La Canela at the bottom here, and I'm just going to put it on like the inner third and try to blend it into the matte shades. I'm going to wet my brush to do it. I always wet my brush when I'm using shimmer, so this is nothing new. It doesn't really affect the performance because I would do this anyway. I guess I could try it dry, but honestly, like, I would never use a shimmer dry, so I'm going to do what I would normally do to see how it performs. So I'm just going to pick up a good amount of that color. This is just on an ABH brush that came in the Jackie Aina palette. It's one of the double-ended brushes. I don't have a brush in the Neon collection that I really feel like would do a good job. I mean, this one maybe, but I've already used it for those other colors. This one is definitely going to be good for like your inner corner, which I will do next, but there's not really one in between that I feel like I could use for this part. I'm just gonna brush that on. Also, I wanted to mention, I did a Christmas in April look a few days back, and I posted it on my Instagram and my Facebook and everything. So if you're interested in seeing what I did there, I recorded it, but the video was horrible. So I am not gonna post it, but I can always recreate it, and if you want to check it out, it is on my Instagram, like I said. And I'm just going to take the other end and I'm going to combine these two colors together that I used earlier just to blend the shimmer into the mattes on the outer third of my eye. I'm really impressed with this eyeshadow palette so far. It is just, the mattes are blending so well. The shimmer, now that it was wet and it's applied, it looks really nice on the eye as well. Definitely makes more of a statement. And I like just kind of fading out the shimmer and going into the nude, into the matte shades. It's pretty easy to do. I'm not like having a lot of trouble blending, having a lot of trouble picking up any type of color, and I think we are good. I'm just going to take a little bit of those two same colors, just slightly, and blend it under my eye. This is gonna be kind of messy because I like a blown out under eye. I don't like it to look like I just have like a ring around my eye. So I'm just trying to take a little bit of these together, not give myself a black eye because these colors are dark, remember that, but just blend it a little. I like to do this rather than like black eyeliner or something. And this is what it's looking like so far. I'm really loving it. I'm loving this palette. So now what I'm gonna do is take the pencil brush. It's the orange one. So I'm gonna take another color that I have in a different palette, but it's another palette that I got in Boxycharm. This is the Ace Beauty Scarlet Dusk. I'm gonna take the shade Aruba on the pencil brush. I'm gonna do it dry first just to see. I haven't really used that shade that much, and I'm gonna put it in my inner corner. And just like I thought, you can see it, but it will definitely look better wet. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to the other eye so that it matches, and then I'm gonna wet the brush, dry it off. Grab some more. And apply it wet. Oh yeah, baby. I love this brush. It's perfect for inner corner. I already love it. I don't have a good inner corner brush, and I just discovered one. I always have ones that are like too big and they end up making my inner corner go into my eye, and it just looks terrible. But I am loving the way this is turning out. That is beautiful. Right there on the inner corner really ties it in. Ooh, look at that. Oh, okay. I'm feeling myself. I'm going to take a little bit of that too, maybe mix it with Maui and apply it under the brow. Ooh, it's going to be cute, girl. I'm not going to apply too much. Just something, a little something. I could honestly probably use a bigger brush, but I think I'm going to go over it with something else anyway, so I'm not that worried. I just feel like it's going to tie it in really well with the inner corner shade. Oh, look at that. That would be a cute highlighter too, honestly. I'm not going to use it for highlighter, but I think it would be pretty. Okay, next thing I'm going to do, just to be able to try out as many of these brushes as possible, I'm going to take the angled brush. I think the only one I'm not going to be able to use is this one here. It's like the eyeliner brush. It's specifically called the fine liner brush. But I don't have any gel or liner that I use like that, so I'm not even sure like what use I would get out of this brush normally, but it does look like it would be nice, so we'll see. But I am going to take the angled brush, and I'm just going to do a little bit of like eyeshadow liner. And I think I'm going to go back into... yeah, I'm going to go into this Living in Color palette, and I'm going to take that middle shade, Rosalinda, again, and I'm going to start with it. If I need something darker, I'll move into maybe like a dark brown or a black, but I'm going to pick that up and start lightly and just kind of give myself some eyeliner with my eyeshadow. Just something small, just to see how it works. Not really noticing much, if I'm being honest. I think it's because I'm literally using the same shade, so I'm going to try to find something darker, maybe like a black or close to it. Oh, duh. I know I do. I'm going to take my Shade and Light. I hardly ever use this. It's literally, it's old, but I barely touched it. I need to get into this more, though, because I love the shades in here. I'm going to take the black in the palette in the middle. It's called Shacks, I guess. I have it on the brush, and I'm going to eyeliner with that. Oh yeah, that's much better. Yes, this brush is amazing. Lots of fallout, and it's black, so not happy about that, but I did that to myself, and it should easily wipe away, but oh, that looks so much better. That is applying beautifully. This brush is awesome. But as you can see, we just have a nice black line there. Gives a little bit of definition, and I'm going to take my clean powder brush here and just brush away that fallout. Once you get the initial chunky part off, if you flick it off, it's very easy to then just remove the rest without it like smearing black all over your face. That's something I've learned with years of doing the base first. I don't know why I am the way I am. I feel like why are you the way that you are? I feel like that. I feel like Michael from The Office when he asked Toby why he is the way he is. All right, so we are almost done, sadly, with the box. I am going to do something weird, and I did receive these eyeliners. So what I'm going to do, just for the purpose of this video, it's not going to match this look at all, but I am going to try one out on each eye. One is like bright blue, and one is bright pink, and they are called the Illuminati Cosmetics Gel Paint Duo in Electric Pink and Blue, and they retail for $42 for 2 eyeliners. I would never, that's what I mean, that's why I love this box, because I would never buy that on my own. But they are beautiful, like, I mean, they look like they're going to be beautiful. The packaging is so cute. It's like whatever color the eyeliner is, that's what the packaging says. So that one's the blue one, and this one's the pink one. And like I said, for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to put some in my waterline, one color in each eye, and just see how it glides on, how it works. I typically like wouldn't wear stuff like this normally, but it is fun to have. I love doing fun looks, so I do want to try it out. I'm going to go in with the pink first. Literally, look how bright that is. I cannot. It seems like you sharpen these, I'm guessing. There's no like twist up part. But they're called gel paint, so I don't really know unless you twist the top, or I'm just stupid. But it doesn't say on here either. Let me see if the card says something. No, it didn't say anything. Anyway, okay. my gosh, that is so pink. It literally glides on. It's kind of patchy, like I'm finding some spots I'm having to go over a few times. And like the wetter it gets, it seems to like kind of rub off. That makes me a little concerned that if you have watery eyes, it might bleed a little bit down into your like under eye, but I think it looks cool. Like that glided right on and wasn't hard to apply at all. Where's the blue? Okay, try the blue on the other eye. I know it looks so crazy with the makeup. Don't judge me. It's a little bit more difficult to apply. Still a really pretty color, but as you can see, it's pretty patchy. And like I said, I'm putting these in the waterline. They might perform much better as like eyeliners and whatnot. I am gonna swatch them because I feel like that's important. I'm trying to like get a good angle. But they swatch amazing. Like, look at that. I feel like I'm just probably not using them in the best way that they should be used. Like I should have done more of like a graphic liner look, but I wanted to try out several things. So here we're gonna go in with the pink. And you'll see like one swipe, but I'm like coloring over it. Look at that, amazing. And now I feel like that Suicide Squad girl. They look really good. So anyway, now I'm just going to put on some mascara. That is everything in the box. I'm gonna finish off the look and then I will be back with final thoughts. Okay, I'm back with the finished look, except I realized that I messed up big time. Okay, so if you've been doing the math this whole time, you would have noticed that I totally forgot a product that came in the box, and it was actually the product that I was most excited about, and I feel like a super idiot now, but I'm still gonna upload this. We're still gonna do it. It just might not be 100% accurate. So the best product that I got in the box, not the best, but the one I wanted to try the most, are the iconic London drops. Guys, are you serious? I cannot believe I forgot this. These retail for $41. This is in the shade Illuminator. Obviously, these are drops. You're supposed to use these before you powder and everything. We're still gonna go for it. I didn't super heavily powder today, so I'm just still gonna try to apply some. It will probably look terrible, but I'm gonna try to be light-handed and do my best. I am so sorry. You can clearly tell I'm new at this. They've been sitting in front of my face the entire time. And I kept thinking, like, I feel like I'm missing something, but I thought I was not. And then I looked down and I'm like, Jesus Lord. So I am going to take, I've never used a product like this before, so I am a little nervous. So I'm gonna go like super light-handed, and I'm gonna start and just put like a little bit on the back of my hand, just like a drop, and I'm gonna just, I guess, pick some up. I mean, whatever. I'm gonna just pick a little bit up. God, look at that though. Like, oh my God. I know these are amazing either way. I just know I'm gonna probably apply it bad. And I'm just going to apply it where I would apply my highlighter. We'll see what happens. Not terrible. I can definitely say if I would have put it on before powder, it would look a lot better, but you can already see, even with just that little bit, that it looks really cool. And maybe I should be using a brush, but I'm kind of just rubbing it on with my ring finger, and it's actually blending out really nicely and looking amazing. So God bless, look at that. I'm gonna do the other side. Trying to not be like horrified. It looks crazy when you first put it on, but it kind of blends out like a powder. Like it starts to dry down a little bit and then it just blends out. This one I applied a little too much, I think, but oh, that looks great. It looks really good. But like I said too, I didn't use a whole lot of powder. It's not picking up any of my makeup underneath though, which I'm super happy about. And I'm just gonna go in like with a little brush here and just try to blend it out a little bit. And also, I'm sure this brush has a little bit of highlighter on it, so maybe it'll kind of help that. Not terrible though, those are amazing. I'm definitely gonna play around with those more. I think that looks beautiful and stunning. God bless. Okay, crisis averted, yes. And it's not like a big chunky glitter situation. It just, oh, I really like it. That's kind of what it looks like on my hand. I didn't blend it out or anything, but you can just see the shine. Like, that's incredible. I should have put that on my lips too. I just put a little bit of the same shade I have in my inner corner, dusted it over my lips after I put on the IBY Beauty lipstick. This is in the shade Flirt, and I believe I got this in Boxycharm maybe too. I can't remember. Maybe. But yeah, that is the look. Nothing too special. I really just wanted to kind of go over the products a little bit, but I really am in love with how it turned out. I loved that palette, which I guess is a little mini review because it came from another Boxycharm. The eyeliners are super cool. I would definitely play around with those more. They glide on like butter. The brushes I love. I think they're really good quality. They're super soft. They're beautiful to look at. The iconic drops, obviously, I already went over that. Those were cool. This, I obviously want to test out more, but loving it so far. And then the pore primer, I also think is really awesome. I would be interested to know how it actually is for your skin, how damaging it is. Does it clog your pores? Because it's a pore filler. I mean, obviously it does. But I think it made my makeup look really good. So if you're going on just the aspect of that, then I think it's great. But other than that, that's the end, I guess. Sorry for the chaotic video, but as is my channel. It's literally how every video is. But thank you so much if you're watching. I hope you're staying safe and healthy out there. If you're watching and you want to see something specific, just let me know. I'll try to make it happen. And until next time, bye!